2,
70.
1, 70. Yeah. We welcome you here live here for the iSCAR Michigan Bronze Tour Cup Series, Xfinity Series, Busch Series. I don't even know what the heck this is. Michigan 100 here, coming to you from Michigan International Speedway. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes.
I'm Dewey Schramm III. Please disregard everything you just said about the race.
But anyway, we're here tonight. Should be a fun run from start to finish as we get ourselves set up for this 50 lap for here for it tonight at Michigan International Speedway. Well, Dewey, obviously first time here in the booth for tonight. Anything in particular you want to expect here for tonight?
Well, hopefully some good battles, and it won't just be like, you know, a bore fest. But it's the Bronze Series, so there'll probably be some good stuff going on most of the race.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
As long as Klein isn't throwing cautions, we should be okay.
Yeah, I definitely agree about that, but we got a full field here for tonight. I think 42, 43 drivers lining themselves up tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull up the standings here on the left-hand side of the screen. So, we're going to go over race facts right on the left-hand side of the screen. Track description is right this way there. There it is. Track length, 2 miles in length. Track turns 4, 1 in each quarter. Elevation around 1,000 above sea level. Track temp 105, and laps total currently infinite because we're under practice conditions. The weather also looking nice, 74 degrees out. Wind going northwest as of right now. Partly cloudy skies out on the field. And race analysis, as I said, 50 laps, 100 miles. Pit window should be every 17 to 23 laps, so I'm expecting a one-stop race. And pit road speed is 55. So, with that being said, any drivers you're looking forward to performing here out tonight?
Well, Jonathan Hernandez had a great run at the truck race at Daytona and had an overall really good speed week. So far, he's tops the practice score with a 40-10, so I'd look for him to be a competitor tonight. Keaton Jones, Connor Brandon round out the top 3 in practice. They look really strong so far. And we have a returning person to the field, Zach Corbett, with a 4th fastest time, so look out for him tonight too.
Yeah, I'd be looking out for all those top 5 currently displayed on the leaderboard. My eyes are on that number 45 of Cody Webster. That number 45 I know has been practicing this whole day, just to log at least a good time. But Webster,
our bronze Daytona winner too.
Yeah.
Trying to go back to that.
I was about to mention that Webster winning the Daytona race last week, so he's trying to pull that momentum forward here and apply it here tonight at Michigan. And as well as people, as you said, Zach Corbett in the 08 making a return out here tonight on the racetrack. You see him on pit road. As of right now, this top 10, I wouldn't say it's really surprising, but you know, it's good to see people who usually don't run up here toward the top 10, such as AJ Rain, 2025. He's running 9th in practice with a lap time of I think 52. But lap times are relatively close, top 10 within at least a tenth of each other.
Even down the board, like you look at mid-pack, they're still only running about 45, so the whole field's really within a second of each other. So even from first to last, they're going to have probably a lot of good battles tonight, a lot of good speed.
Right, man, and as we round ourselves off here with practice, we're going to slide ourselves to the side as we're going to play the national anthem here for tonight. Rise out, remove your hats as we salute our nation's colors. For now, just joining us here live here at Michigan International Speedway, Michigan 100, gonna round out the second round of the Bronze Series as we're looking at some drivers making laps on the racetrack. A lot of people on the ground. We're watching now the number 30 of Dominic Cow as people are starting to log in some times here at Michigan.
Yeah, as the field starts to trickle out, so far Dylan Schwallenberg with the pole lap of 40.87, but as this session goes further on, I'm sure those times are going to really go up to where they were in practice. So,
right, and oh my gosh, you might not be saying this because you're running a bit lower graphics than I am, but that backstretch is really dirty with all the rubber there laid around. But I don't know if that's going to play an effect on how these drivers are going to run around the racetrack, because iRacing's new tire model lays down a lot of rubber, so should be fun to see on how these drivers adapt to the changing track conditions as we progress with qualifying. Now looking like 14 people logging in for their lap times.
Cody Web's just so far the fastest of those, 40.20, just a couple hundredths off of where he was in practice. So it looks like he's been really consistent so far in where he's looking for the race.
Right, and numbers continue to grow in qualifying now. 20 drivers logging in at least one lap. Nozowski to the top of the board in that 093. So your Season 1 Xfinity champion looking strong here right now.
Harry Grindle so far in third, too. Pretty impressive lap for him going so far. Oh, and there goes Connor to the top as I say that. So there's going to be a lot of that in the next couple minutes. There's going to be a lot of leapfrogging.
Yeah, definitely. Connor Brandon and Chris Nozowski, two proximity drivers rounding out the top two. So proximity showing their stride here. As we close in on, looks like 1 minute of qualifying left. Now, make that number 25 drivers who've at least qualified one lap. Still looking at some drivers roaming around the racetrack. Derek M. Smith is roaming around. Joey Burgee as well, number 83. Jonathan Hernandez.
There's you got Austin Johnson doing some burnouts on the backstretch there.
Drivers having fun after qualifying.
Perhaps he's practicing for later on tonight. We shall see.
Yeah, you never know. I've seen a driver work themselves outside the qualifying bubble to maybe win the race. But it was easier to do at Daytona. But here we are at Michigan. And you never know how it's going to go, especially in the Bronze Series.
The Bronze Series, any given Wednesday.
Yep, just about. By the looks of it, I did take a look at this, the league session, and we are full with 43 drivers yet again. So 2 weeks in a row, Daytona and Michigan to have 43 drivers. And hopefully we don't take out a chunk of drivers during the beginning portion of the run. We saw that a lot at Daytona, where there was always an early wreck toward the front. But luckily, there's not as much drafting involved, not as much shuffling around, maybe on the restarts, but hopefully everybody takes it safe and steady as we're here just about. Oh, it looks like qualifying just ended, so Connor Brandon, number 92, will log himself to the top of the board. Congratulations to him.
And it looks like Chris Nozowski will join him on the front row here. Solid lap for those. The only ones to go below 42 in qualifying.
Yep, two proximity gals going to round out the first row. Speaking of rows and columns and stuff like that, we're going to go pull up the grid here for tonight. First row going to be Connor Brandon and Chris Nozowski. And row number 2 going to be Dominic Cow and McDowell. Row number 3 going to be Cody Webster and Marshall Ryder making his first start here tonight, number 75. Row number 4 going to be Joey Burgee and Nick Miller. Row number 5 is, and the rest of the top 10, Harry Grindle and Liam Sheen. The rest of the order is going to be shown on your screen. Any drivers in particular you're looking to see or hear perform here tonight?
Well, I'll start with the front row, the proximity guys. Brandon and Nozowski, really consistent between qualifying and practice, so look for them to be strong tonight. And then I'll look out for that 75 of Marshall Ryder, too. A strong qualifying effort of 6 in his first ever start here. Let's see how that parlays into the rest of the race.
Yeah, that number 75 making his first start, as you mentioned. Hopefully drivers get to know him, because we got a lot of veterans sitting up there in that top 10. So he's going to have a lot of fun experiences as we go ahead and aim down for this green flag here in just momentarily. Still scrolling along through the grid order. The race time should be about 33 minutes and 30 seconds for green flag racing, as ATVO is predicting on my panel. First the order is, there you go, all the way in last place, Alex Strudinger. I think he's making also his first start tonight. A lot of drivers making their first start here.
Yeah, just like me, first time in the booth. Gotta be a first for everything somewhere. Right. But that 33 minutes of green flag, that might be wishful thinking tonight, but we'll see.
Right. Yeah. We'll have at least one pit window within this race. The pit window roaming around 17 laps to 23 laps, so maybe even two pit windows. So.
Perhaps. Now that as the field starts rolling along now, looks like Connor spun the tires a little bit, getting going. But see, we go into turn 1.
Yep, double wide for this first restart. It's gonna be like that for the rest of the restarts. But number 92, Connor Brandon, your season 2 truck champion in that number 92 machine, picked it up over Eric Heater in that number 28 by just one position. Heater was battling out with Cody Webster, but he couldn't get by him, and that's what lost him. That's what lost Heater the championship. So Connor Brandon showing his stride here up front as we have a wreck in the background. What are they doing?
Oh no. Well, that's an issue. We're talking about 33 laps of green flag running. We're wrecking on the pace lap.
I don't even know what happened. I don't even know who the 38 is. Oh, that's Mitch Hobbs. 38,
I believe, is Mitch Hobbs, yeah. Not sure what that was about.
Me neither. I'm clueless on what happened there, but either way, the field gets themselves set for this green flag. We're just going to continue on like nothing happened, but oh gosh, I'll need to review that.
It's all right. They're trying to make my first race as entertaining as possible.
Oh boy, pace car. Hopefully that doesn't foreshadow what this race is to bring, but pace car is going to slide itself on the pit road. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes Livestream. I'm joined up alongside here for tonight.
Green flag.
And we are green at Michigan.
Oh boy, man, there was a driver blinking out. He's all the way sucked up to the apron as we're going to go double wide. A bit of contact there with the top 3, but they're going to sort it out. Coming into turn number 1, double wide for the lead. Connor Brandon, Dominic out.
So they're going to keep going double file out of turn 2. Looks like Brandon's going to go up a little bit to maybe block Nosowski. Nope, not all. Oh, a 75 with a big run and almost went into the 9 of Nick Miller. No contact, but Miller to almost swerve to the left there to avoid hitting him.
Yeah, these cars are running the new tire model, so they have to be on their toes as they work here with cold tires. Cold tires obviously being very loose with grip, so everybody, I'm surprised we made it a first lap. Connor Brandon going to be leading that one.
It's a good start.
Yeah, definitely. As we work ourselves into 1 and 2, everybody just got some wide action for 3rd place at the 45 of, I think that's Webster. Worked himself into 3rd place. He's going to take away from position coming out. Field rolls into 3. Everybody taking it nice and slow. Too aggressive racing, trying to get those tires warmed up, and to work off of 4, side-by-side action. And here we go.
Oh, we got a car on the wall in the back. The, who is that? Some black and blue car on the wall. He didn't spin out, but looks like he got some damage from it. Oh, and around goes the 83 of Bergie. Caution's out.
Oh, slides back into the pack, but luckily everybody avoids. The first caution comes out here in lap number 3. We're going to rewind of what happened. Here is a headed down coming into turns number 1. Looks like he was side by side with Nick Olson. A lot of contact being made coming into 1. I think Olson, oh, right behind. I think that's Schwallenberg. Boy,
it was.
At 83.
What a save by Bergie. We kept that off the wall.
Yeah, I was about.
He's got some rear end damage, I think, but that's a really impressive job not hitting the wall there from Bergie.
Right. Schwallenberg just overdrove the corner a bit. He was just tucked up right behind, trying to float around, but unfortunately, didn't play to his favor.
So 66 of Derek M. Smith has a good amount of rear end damage as well. I'm not sure where that came from, but definitely noticeable.
All right, as the field regroups themselves down the back straightaway, Connor Brennan still your leader, Chris Nozowski in second, Cody Webster third, Dominic Howe in fourth, Andy McDowell in fifth. McDowell coming out of nowhere. Oh, actually, he started in fourth. Never mind. Coming out of nowhere. I wasn't really paying attention, I guess, but McDowell just dropped in one spot. I didn't even recognize he was up there in the top 5. All right, pit road's open, and the driver is gonna elect to come in and stay out. Oh my goodness, the field splits in half.
Some early strategy playing in here. With a pit window 17 to 23, maybe these guys are trying to stretch it out a couple extra laps and maybe hope for a caution later on.
Right, maybe have some people top it off, but I'm surprised how many people stayed out and came in. Half the field came in, half the field stayed out.
Nozowski also pitted, running the top 3 for the duration of the race so far. He came in for some fuel, as did the 30 car of Dominic Howe.
Right, they're coming off a pit road right now, and by the looks of it, everybody from 15th on back. These gonna be the people who pitted, so everybody 14th and above, all staying out on the racetrack. AJ Bain in the number 25, he makes himself out on the racetrack, currently 42nd position. AJ is currently 3 laps down, unfortunately.
Not sure what happened there, but could be a connection issue or something like that. Mitch Hobbs in the 38 is also a lap down, but for him at least, it's still very early, so he's got plenty of time to hope for a caution and make that lap.
Right. Through the field, honestly, that was fairly clean racing throughout, but obviously working on the first lap, everybody's trying to get the hang of the car, and especially with old tires. I mean, not old tires, cold tires. Not a lot of grip. It takes at least a lap or two to get these tires up to temperature. And
oh, Hobbs is still on pit road. He's got a lot of rear end damage.
yeah, probably
Just noticed him still sitting there. I wonder what happened.
Probably from pace. He's probably making required damage on that machine to get it back to fully functional. But still, pace car lights are on, so we're not going to go green anytime sooner. Obviously working here on our first caution. If you're not just joining us here for tonight, Michigan 100 with the iSCAR Bronze Series, round number 2. Here in the older Michigan, not the newer one. Currently your leader, Connor Brannon, has led all the laps, starting up front.
Cody Webster, last week's winner, will restart on the outside in second. Andy McDowell will restart third. Nick Miller restart fourth. And rounding out the top 5 for this restart, newcomer Marshall Ryder in that lime green 75.
Yep, Marshall starting in that top 5 and logged a nice lap time. I forgot what his lap was, but already started in 6th. Now he's hooked into the top 5.
He had a 40.26 in qualifying.
All right. So he's looking strong here for his first iSCAR Bronze Series start. Field works themselves to the start-finish line. Hopefully the pace car lights go off and we'll take the 1 to go at the wire. Yep. Pace car lights are off. We're holding up for the restart, so we're going to go green next time by as the field bunches up yet again. That number 92, Connor Brannon, elects the inside line for the restart. Probably smart of him to elect the inside because you don't get any benefits on that outside line where Webster is.
At least not on cold tires, you don't.
Right. It's going to be the first time I'm going to see people restarting on older tires So should be interesting to see on how this will play down with number 92 of Connor Brandon on, I guess, scuffs, you could say, but I wouldn't really call them scuffs, but...
Well, 6-lap old scuffs, but
right.
I guess scuffs nonetheless.
Yeah. Some are going to be shown on the bottom right hand of your screen. Currently the leader is Connor Brandon. 6 laps complete, 44 remain. No lead changes as we work on off of our first caution after Joe Berge got spun into turn number 3. Pace car going to slide itself down on pit road. That number 92, Connor Brandon, will control the field for the restart. Number 20, Andy McDowell, is right behind into the mix. Pace car slides itself on the pit road. Number 92 on the throttle. Green, green, green.
Green flag, green flag.
When it goes, we go. I don't even know what that means.
Words. Word hard. Because Brandon got a really good restart, as he's already got a couple of car lengths on the 45 and the 20. So 20's going to look for second here on... Oh, we have a caution again. Quick caution right off the restart.
Wow. Wrecking towards the back. Oscar Jensen's turned sideways in that number 23. Not a lot of damage on that machine. That was interesting. I don't know, might have been miscommunication, but a lot of drivers...
Speaking of restarting on older tires...
I really don't know what happened there. Drivers floating around. Looks like the 2 of Mulrooney was trying to get out of the way. And Oscar hit the 57 of HR's. I'm not sure how to interpret that. I don't know if Oscar... I don't know if Corey was paying attention and just cut down in front of the nose, but we're going to be back under caution yet again here at Michigan, so unfortunate.
So that's 2 in the first 8 or so laps, so for those guys that came in and topped off, saves them gas.
Right.
They can maybe stretch out a couple more laps than they otherwise could have.
Yeah, that'll push it down to at least 1 stop. So maybe they'll have to pit around if this next restart goes green, around 20 to go. But, under another caution, as I think getting that wave around is going to be probably the 08 of Zach Corbett, who's currently displayed 1 down, unfortunately. But back on the racetrack, AJ Bain, who's 3 laps down. He's going to have to bank for everybody to pit for some kind of wave around.
Mitch Hobbs is still out. Mitch Hobbs is also 3 laps down now. So looks like that damage has really hindered him so far today.
All right, so we're back under caution. Most of the field is electing to stay out, but they probably had to catch up to base car. But as we work here under our second caution of the night, we're going to slide ourselves to the side, play a couple commercial breaks, and we'll be right back here in just a moment. Michigan 100 for the iSCAR Bronze Series, round number 2. Be back shortly. 2, 1, live. Welcome back to the Michigan 100. Working on our second caution on the lap number 11 out of 50. A couple cautions plaguing the first beginning portion of the race, but hopefully we'll get back to green flag racing here soon enough. As right now, drivers, roaming around the track, not really much to say as, of course, cautions plaguing the race.
Well, the pace lights have just gone off, so it looks like we're going to go green this time.
Yep, and that's some good news. Don't want to run too many caution laps, as we got a bit of confusion right behind. I don't know what's going on right behind, but the top 5 going to be displayed on the leaderboard. Right-hand side of the screen: Brandon, Webster, Miller, Jones, and Ryder, Hankins, Peter, Brown, and Stamp. A couple rookies up here within this top 10 is going to be Marshall Ryder, Eric Stamp, 75 and 09. So should be fun to see how that goes. Field works themselves down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. The top 11 staying out on their tires, have yet to pit. So the number 92, Connor Brandon, leading that charge of cars on their tires. So the pace car going to slide itself on the pit road. Going to go back green momentarily. As that 92 is going to hit the throttle. Green, green, green.
Green flag.
Another good start for him as he tries to pull himself away from the rest of the competition tonight. He's done a good job of that so far, so it looks like he's off. Another good start on this.
Just about 3 wide right behind him. Some racing going on around all the. Oh my goodness, the 20 of Andy McDowell just got tight.
We got a caution. 3 quick ones to start this race.
Reckon again, looks like around where Oscar Jensen is roaming around. I think that's Ibrahim Dajani.
Yeah, Jensen again. Bad start for his night. Second incident already in the first handful.
There's 4 wide in the back. I don't know what they're doing. The low 24. Right to the backside of Ibrahim and around Ibrahim went. Luckily, everybody avoided Ibrahim cracks up the track as Oscar gets ran over in the process. I don't know who didn't slow up in time. Looks like that'd be, I think, the 38 of Mitch Hobbs running over the 23 of Oscar Jensen. Well, gosh. A lot of cautions playing in the race right now, so back to pace speed we go yet again. I think the lucky dog is going to be put for the 25 at AJ Van. But I'm not sure, though, who's going to get the lucky dog. That's unfortunate. We're seeing a lot of cautions here in the Bronze Series, but, Bronze Series, no iRating limit. Sort of a recipe for disaster, but it's also a recipe for good racing as well. But unfortunately...
Well, Derek M. Smith just spun on the coming out of turn number 2. Did not hit anybody, but looks like he might have just lost it trying to catch up to the. If he just got new tires, that might have probably just negated what he did.
Right, he's probably gonna have to come down on pit road yet again, but Derek currently sitting, I don't know where on the track, trying to find him and scramble around, but under caution again. So. Jeez.
As Derek M. Smith will come down pit road and probably get another new set of tires. Aaron Mulrooney also on pit road. Hunter Johnson also getting some fresh good years. And Zach Corbett also down pit road. And Mitch Hobbs yet again on pit road, still 3 laps down. And Oscar Jensen, 2 rough starts to his night. He's also on pit road getting some repairs.
Right, and we're still yet to see drivers working. Still yet to see a lot of racing on the racetrack. So that fuel window sort of shrinking just a slight, but we're not.
Yeah, it's still a bit too early to tell to see if we'll end up having a situation where we'll have a longer green flag run, at least with these first 15.
Right, right. Works past the pit exit. We're gonna see some more drivers come on pit road. It looks like everybody's gonna say, oh, maybe the tail end of the field is gonna wrap into pit road, but caution flag is still out. I guess we just got the 2 to go signal, so might as well just play another commercial because not a lot to being said, especially with running only 11 out of 16 caution laps. So we'll be right back right after this. Stay yourself tuned. More to come. We're back here live here for the Michigan 100 iSCAR Bronze Series at Michigan International Speedway. Working on lap number 17 out of 50. Coming under caution, unfortunately, again for the 3rd time tonight. Caution penalty going to be displayed on the bottom right hand of your screen. Of the screen. 3 caution laps, 12 of them being ran under caution. So, hopefully we can get some green flag racing in, but geez, lots of cautions. Alright, work down the back straight away. Connor Brandon still your leader. Cody Webster 2nd, and McDowell 3rd. Actually, no, it's going to be Nick Miller in 3rd, McDowell in 4th, so.
Not a lot of movement up front yet with the amount of caution laps we've been able to do. Not a lot of opportunities for anybody to try and catch that 92 car.
Yeah, the more these cautions are going to come out left and right, the more these drivers are going to get anxious because that race time is just ticking out the door. So maybe some drivers might take it more aggressively here on the restart.
As they say,
might be aggressive.
cautions breed caution.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Green for green, green. Up and away. Connor Brandon through the gears.
Green, green, green.
Another good start for him. That's the 3rd or 4th one now tonight. So Webster will dive down, single file below him.
Hopefully, cross your fingers. Everybody's gonna make it.
We are through turn 2. Prog.
Bit of battling going on right behind Dominic Howe. The 005 Aaron Brown going to work to the low side, and around where Eric Heater in that number 11 is as well. But nice and smoothly as of right now. Still up front. Only two cars.
Webster's there, though.
Yeah, I was about to say. Webster in that 45's pushing the pressure in that number 92, Connor.
Those two looks like they have separated themselves from the pack a little bit as Keaton Jones has made his way around Nick Miller for the 4th position. He's got a strong car, looked good in practice and qualifying, so he may not be done yet.
Just in case any other action goes on, but as of right now, Ruddy just floating around the racetrack. Probably now they've come to realization that they need to log more green flag laps in rather than caution laps, but up the racetrack, one STM car goes all the way towards the rear.
That would be the 28 of Ryan Kwan. Not sure what happened there, but he's going to lose a lot of track position from that.
Wow.
I think he might have brushed the wall a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Double wide here, we're Aaron Brown in the 005.
Here comes Webster going for the lead on Brandon into turn number 3. He's pulled up next to him.
Right.
And to the lead he goes. First lead change tonight. Cody Webster to the point.
Start finish line leads the lap. Webster to the front. As you said it, first lead change of the night. So Connor has a bit of company. The challenge for that win, maybe 30 laps from now. Looking for 3rd place as well. Keaton Jones to the inside of Andy McDowell. McDowell likes this racetrack, I know that. As Keaton really shoving it into the corner. Andy,
really aggressive move, but it looks like he's going to make it work.
yeah, they're going to be side by side right off of 4 though, but Andy looking to pinch down that 77 to stall that run out. The more they run side by side, the more they're just going to lose time to Connor Brandon. So something needs to sort out between these two as, by the looks of it, Keaton is going to move forward ahead of that number 20 of Andy.
Noticed a lot of tire smoke in turns 1 and 2 over the course of the race so far.
Probably a lot of blinking going on. Unstable connections could actually smoke the tires a lot, but once that connection does stable out, hopefully drivers could get a visual on everybody. So, oh my goodness, it's a bit of a surprise to see that number 72, Kilo Hankins, run towards his top 10. Kilo, in his new wheel that he's running a T150 now, came up with T80.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Yet again,
Survey says. Oh, there it is. The 29
Oh,
of
they're
Nick
still
Olson.
filing
We
it.
get the 90 of Malachi Drake involved in this, amongst some others. Looks like Joey Burgee might have gotten a piece of that. He's slow on the inside.
We'll take a replay of what happened. So you're working fairly nice, and happened right in front of the 05 of Andrew Ramos, and I think that was the I don't know who that was, who was sideways and piled back right into the field. That was a 53 of Jackson Menchu.
Then a little, then a little farther up out of turn 2, Malachi Drake got into the wall and came down a little bit, and right there was Nick Olson. So those two are going to have some damage from that now.
That's unfortunate for Menchu. Looks like not even any contact being made around where Menchu was floating around. Menchu just tagged the wall in the 1, and in the 98, I don't know who that is, but he piled into the back of Menchu, and unfortunately,
that would be Glenn Bondren in the 98 car.
yeah, Bundren piled into the back of Menchu, and that spun him around in the 1. And as Menchu was going back down the racetrack, didn't hold the brake in, fell right into the hands of that number 25 and AJ Bain, who was trying to avoid on the low side, and somebody else piling in as well. I forgot who it was, but piled in a couple others. Pit road's open though. Everybody gonna hit pit road. It's gonna be a busy place, so everybody has to, keep it. manage around their stall so they won't run into anybody. We do have some people who elected to stay out, though. A couple people. But that's going to be Aaron Mulrooney. And Hunter Johnson as Webster spins it off a pit road.
Oh, no.
My gosh. Oh, my gosh. I thought that whoever that was would collide, but Webster chucks it around as there's still a lot of contact being made off a pit road.
It's going to lose Webster a lot of positions unless iRacing says, yeah, you can keep it.
He probably could keep it since he already crossed the pair of cones. But
and Eric Heaters stopped on the bottom as now he gets going.
probably got a speeding
Not sure
penalty.
what he was stopped down there for.
But, oh my gosh, Webster just throttled it up. He throttled it through. And the tires didn't stick, and Webster spins it around. And, oh no, your leader was probably the fastest car on the racetrack. Webster in that 45 goes around.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is peak Braun Series.
Yeah, it looks like Webster's gonna be able to keep his position, but a lot of front end damage on that machine. It's definitely gonna affect him on how that car drives. Wondering how much optional he's gonna have on that number 45.
Just one of them racing deals.
Wasn't even under green flag as well, so it's not good.
You see that a lot in real life racing too. It's the pit road miscues that usually end up costing somebody a chance to win a race. And it looks like we've seen that here today. There's no telling how that damage will affect Cody so far, but by the looks of it, it'll definitely probably affect him aerodynamically.
Yeah, and it's on that nose as well. It might have hurt the engine just a slight as well, so. Yeah. Jeez. It works down the back straightaway. So the first, it's going to be the first time these people are going to elect to go on a pit road. But as I said, there's a couple drivers who are going to stay out. It's Hunter Johnson, Aaron Mulrooney Jr., 32 and 2. Hunter Johnson has ran 9 laps on his tires. Mulrooney has ran 11. So I'm interested to see on how cold tires are going to work up to that number 32 of Hunter Johnson and Mulrooney. So it should be interesting here on the restart on how it will turn out. Looks like Webster's going to go on a pit road.
Cody Webster will come down pit road again. Looks like to possibly repair some of that front end damage here.
Yeah.
And or getting some new tires.
Better to be safe than sorry, but because Webster really nailed the wall off of pit road, so.
It's unfortunate, you know, Connor finally had some competition. It looks like Cody might have had the strongest car of the race, and then unfortunately that ends up happening to him, so.
Yep. Probably was too used to the old tire model, because you could definitely do that in the older tire, but you can't spin it. Yeah, you can't spin the tires too much on this kind of tire model. This tire model is sort of, how would I explain it? It's more sensitive, I guess you could say. And yeah.
So leading us to the green here will be the proximity teammates of Hunter Johnson, Aaron Mulrooney, both of which stayed out on the last restart, or the last caution. Keaton Jones will restart third here. Connor Brandon will be fourth. And rounding out your top 5 will be the 72 of Chloe Hankins with a really impressive run so far today. Wonder if he can get any more position and see if we can hang with the boys up.
Yep, pace car going to go onto pit road. The number 32 of Hunter Johnson will take it to the point as the field really jamming up. Hunter electing to go on the throttle a bit late, and the one car just totally runs over somebody. There's a huge pileup right in the background.
And that's going to be another caution.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Somebody just thought it was
There's
green
a
and
white car through the grass. I believe that was the, not sure who. Oh, I believe this is 29 again of Nick Olson.
I have no idea what happened there. I don't know. Driver's not paying attention. Somebody turned the 83 at Virgin by the looks of it. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get a good view how that turned out, but Virgin went up in the air. Got a different camera angle, and looks like Burgee was the person that Noah ran into. Noah's gonna definitely get a penalty on that. And a lot of drivers piling up on the front stretch. Oh geez. Under caution yet again.
It's one of those days.
There's a big gap on that restart as everybody tried to shuffle forward, but Hunter is elected to not go when the pace car came in, and that just caught everybody off guard, and everyone just piled in. Lots of drivers just not paying attention. And unfortunately, Burgee in the 83 was a victim of that.
Second time Burgee's been involved in an accident that was not his fault, so unfortunate for him to not. So he was involved in the first incident on lap 4 out of turn 2.
There's going to be a lot of talk about this race. I know that for sure, because a lot of drivers just not paying attention. Clueless out on the racetrack. No offense, but drivers need to pay attention. And unfortunately, if they don't, this is going to be the result. And I'll play benefit to people like Hunter Johnson, Aaron Mulrooney, those drivers who stayed out on the racetrack. Looks like Mulrooney is going to elect to go on a pit road rather than Hunter, who's going to stay out. That's okay. I just tried to handle that.
So, for anyone that wasn't keeping count, the race is now over halfway.
Yeah, and a lot of drivers elected to stay out. I'm surprised about that because that fuel window is smaller than how many to go. So
It's right about now.
yeah, so and I'm not really sure if these drivers are gonna make it. But if this thing does go green, cross your fingers, knock on wood. If this thing does go green, I'm not sure how this is going to play out for all these drivers who stayed out. But hopefully they'll catch a caution. I hope they don't, because I want this played out green all the way to the end. But luckily, if we do catch a late race caution, we do have 3 green white checkers now with the new iRacing update. So give us a bit of more racing.
We'll probably need all of them.
Yeah, all 3 attempts. So I wouldn't be surprised if this stretches all the way to 60 or 70 laps. So. Yeah, lots of cautions plaguing the race, but we still have a lot of drivers still out on the racetrack.
Wrecks and spills in the Irish Hills. What a night.
still on. Jeez. How many laps does it take? Michigan, obviously a bigger track.
Numbers. It's Jackson Menchu off of pit road now, catching up to the field, leading the modified division in this.
Whole rear end's torn off that car.
Looks like the good old days.
They are
You don't see that a lot in real life anymore.
looking like ARCA right now, but you know, it is the Ron Series, living up to
Well,
its
they drive like ARCA and they brake like ARCA, so
yeah.
we got to complete the holy trinity of ARCA and make the cars look it too.
Yep. Yeah, just looking through cars, got some people running interesting paint schemes. Some cars looking like they were made by a 19th century's, a 15th century, what am I saying? An older artist. Some of these cars looking simplistic. Keaton Jones just running simple stripe. And after that, you have cars like that number 75 Marshall Ryder. Very, very bright colors on that machine.
And then you got the people that run the real life ones. You got Oscar Jensen running what's left of Kurt Busch's global poker scheme from this season.
Yeah.
Not a lot of sheet metal left from that. The Racing Warehouse will have a field day with that one.
Right. Yeah, and you have some people, you know, run as their own custom paint, displaying their pride. Harry Grindle, 02 car, approved by me. Probably, definitely not approved by the whole server. And of course, we have some meme schemes being run around. 66 and Derek Smith running a Jason Nelson scheme. Oh my gosh. That's good.
It's an absolute abomination, but it's an absolute beauty at the same time. Just depends on who you ask.
Yeah. Apologies about my slurred speech. I still have my cold. So, hopefully, this medicine can help.
Well, then warm yourself up.
Yeah. Put myself in the microwave. How about that?
Beep, beep, beep.
Microwave be like. Michigan microwave.
Oh man.
Whatever. It's what happens when there's too many caution laps. We're all bored here up at the booth. But you know, luckily we're gonna go back to green flag racing. Pace car lights are off. And at number 32, Hunter Johnson will lead the field to the green.
Hey, green flag run. It's Dewey Sherm up in the booth. You got a copy?
He ain't there.
Oh man, that's bad.
He'll be there in a moment.
Hopefully, in the next couple of seconds, he will answer.
Yeah. Pace car slides itself onto pit road. Number 32 of Hunter Johnson will lead the field to the restart.
Green flag, green
And
flag.
here we go. We are green again here at Michigan. And looks like we might have another stack up here. I think there was 3 wide across the line. Cody Webster with a big move up the outside. He's going to gain a lot of his spots back here. Looks very aggressive move, but looks like it's going to pay off for him.
Oh, the 9 gets turned, and around goes Miller.
Right,
He's
man,
going to
caution
slide
is
back
out.
into the
Caution
pack.
is out.
Oh my
Huge
gosh!
accident. Lots of cars. Andy McDowell hard into the outside wall. As they continue to pile in. Olsen involved again. Smith in it again. 00 is spinning around.
Oh my
Oscar
gosh.
Jensen for the 3rd time tonight in the inside wall. Schwallenberg in it. So we're just going to keep piling them up here tonight.
Wow, that just took out at least half the field. That was, oh my goodness. I've never seen a wreck that big ever since ASR, the All-Star Sim Racing League, went to Michigan when Alt got turned off of 2. But Miller just straight up lost it, and he washed back into the pack, and nobody right behind, just nowhere to go. That was huge.
That was like beyond huge.
He just straight lost it.
Wow. Oh, Connor Brandon got a piece of that. Dominated the race. He actually got a lot of damage from that crash. That might end his night.
That will end his night. That.
So both of our dominant cars so far, Cody Webster and Connor Brandon, both with mishaps on the track tonight. And it looks like neither of them Well, Webster might have a chance to win, but it looks like Brandon's hopes of winning have diminished greatly.
Wow.
So our newcomer, Marshall Ryder, looks like he got some damage in that as well, unfortunately.
Darn. That involved just about everybody. I don't even know who got through it. I know Harry Grindle, the double O2, he net-coded through it, luckily. The 72 Kilo Hankins did a nice job avoiding it to the low side. And the greatest winner off of that, 45, Cody Webster. He jumped the restart. Didn't get a black flag, that's legal. And he put that 45 to the front.
As Connor Brennan has disconnected from the session, so that wreck did in fact end his night. The pole winner and the dominant car done for the night.
Wow. Jeez. That's unfortunate. Well, number 24 of Austin Johnson, that ain't showing up on the leaderboard, but Austin in that number 24. I don't know if he was involved in that wreck, but that's unfortunate.
Well, given the amount of people in that one, it might be easier to say who wasn't in it. Who knows if he's one of them.
I don't think these people are going to pit anytime sooner, but we're going to go slide yourself to the side, going to play more commercials. Unfortunately, this ain't NBC, but you know, when there's no, really not a lot of information to be worked off of with this many caution laps, makes it hard for us. So slide yourselves to the side, play a couple more commercials. We'll be right back here in just a slight. Stay tuned, more to come. Michigan 100. Yeah, if you're not just showing us here for tonight, about to go green here for the Michigan 100. A lot of caution laps right now, but you know, it's classic Bronze Series race, and we're about to go green from this point to the end, hopefully. Cross your fingers, knock on wood, as your leader at number 32, Hunter Johnson, will take it to the house.
Yeah, welcome here to the iSCAR race.
iSCAR race. Oh my gosh. Green, green, green.
Green, green, green.
There's gonna be
And somebody just blinked on the inside. I think that's a 72. Not sure if that just affected the restart or not, but
holy crap! They are like 6 wide, right behind. What are they doing? Oh my god!
It's almost like they don't want to run a green flag lap at all. It's like, yeah, let's just casually pace the rest of the race. That's fine.
That was nuts. I cannot believe they sorted it out straight. As they work down the back straightaway. Oh my goodness, they're still
4 wide on the backstretch. Heater with a big head of steam on the inside. He'll pick up 4 or 5 spots alone. So these are all slower cars that have been involved in multiple accidents. So easy work for Heater right now, trying to make up some more positions.
Oh my gosh, look at this 77. Keaton Jones trying to block Webster, and I think that's Dominic Howe.
Yes, it is. It's gonna go might go 3 wide into 1. Nope, not quite. So looks like Webster got the door shut on him by Jones there. Chloe Hankins is also in that battle there, right behind Webster and Howe. So looks like we got a 4-horse race here for second as Hunter Johnson's enjoying what he's seeing in his rearview. So he's going to drive away from the field.
Right. Got about at least a 5-car pull away as Keaton Jones is trying to close the gap on Hunter Johnson. Hunter has been left out on the track for like 24 laps, but with the amount of cautions we've had, I'm not so sure if that fuel window is going to play any effect. But fuel is every 20 to 25 laps, but it's displaying 124 laps, but that doesn't include caution laps. So
yeah, I'll have to see if there were enough caution laps where he can make it to the end on his tank of fuel. So that remains to be seen.
Yep.
As looks like Hankins is going to try to get Webster here for 4. It's not quite got the pass done yet, but he's definitely there.
Just start finish line this time. 1 digit remains on the board. 9 laps to go as Keaton Jones really closed the gap on Hunter Johnson. He's there.
As did Dominic Howe. He's right behind those two as well. So we've got a 3-car battle here, with Webster and Hankins still not that far behind.
Nice.
Got another little battle here into turn 3. Looks like Eric Heater's going to go underneath that 55 of Paul Granada. I believe that's for, I want to say, 12th or so. And right above them, we got the 14, the 65, and the 10 all battling for position here. So a lot of good mini battles show up when you get a little green flag run like this, the first one of the night. So hopefully more of that. As Howe is right on the bumper of Keaton Jones. He's going to try and pass him into 3. Big block by Jones now. They're getting aggressive now.
It's coming down to crunch time as Dominic Howe wants to really pressure the issue, but as I said, Hunter's on older tires. I forgot to mention that. Hunter's slight bit on older tires, but he's managed to hold off for right now as Cody hits the wall off the corner as Cohen.
Oh, and a big block by Keaton Jones. Barely made that one work. It's only so many times he's going to be able to do that before Howe might into him.
Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. Super close.
They're really close out of turn 2. Well, Keaton's going to have to run. Oh,
Hunter's on the wall.
And they're both going to get by Johnson now, as Webster's going to have a run on Hunter as well. He might lose 6 or 7 spots here, depending on how.
Oh, contact!
Whoa! In into the wall goes Hunter Johnson hard.
All right, man.
Caution will wave again.
Wow. Oh, more drivers popping up. Heater hits the wall as he's trying to get around the 32 of Johnson. You could only hold off so much on older tires, and you saw it there. Hunter was trying to shut the door on the 45 of Webster. He was just there. Hunter flies up the track, and his day, unfortunately, is done for.
Well, looks like if you're the leader, you're probably not going to stay there, at least tonight.
My goodness.
If I were Keaton Jones, I would not want to be the leader right now, but I'm not Keaton Jones, so...
Boy, now do you pit, or do you stay out or come in? You only have X amount of laps left. Looks like 6 to go, but we'll see if these people are like to go on to pit road. Oh.
I believe you're going to be coming to 5 to go now.
Alright.
And we have one taker so far. That would be, I believe, the 65 came down. Don't know if anybody else joined him, but looks like got one car taking a gamble here.
Man. A lot of hectic racing right now. And it's not only the bad drivers causing mishaps, good drivers too. It just guess it's a full moon out here tonight here at Michigan.
Everybody decided to wad them up. And wad them up they have. And well. And repeatedly.
Right. I think we'll either have a 4, 3, or 2 to go restart. I'm not sure. No, it's good. 3 or 2 to go restart, depending on how much. Depending on what lap the pace car is on, but pace car's led the most laps actually.
There you go. It's not it's not usually a good thing if the pace car is the laps leader or the laps led leader, but tonight seems to be the case. So you got a couple of cars trickling off of pit road here. Derek M. Marshall Ryder, Nick Olson, Eric Stamp, Ryan Kendrick in the 65, mentioned him coming down earlier, but it looks like that could have been for damage versus a pit road strategy.
Alright. Pace car lights are still on, so I think we're gonna go green with 3 or 2 to go. I mean, 2 to go. So this race is probably gonna be extended into a green-white checkered. Or probably gonna have a regulation restart. Total of 7 cautions. Well,
It feels like a lot more than that, but
yeah,
I'll take your word for it.
it's probably because of how long these cautions are. Jeez.
Yeah, what, 4, 5, 6 laps each now?
Yeah. 27 caution laps.
Woo.
Just imagine if this thing went caution free. It was
Speaking
estimated
of
for 30
saying
minutes.
33 minutes of green flag laps, we've done like 33 squared caution time, so
Yeah. They'll work themselves to the start-finish line. By the looks of it, the top 5. All on the same tires except Cody Webster. Webster pitted 2 laps prior to what these people are, but I'm pretty sure the tire difference is the same. But at 77, Keaton Jones is now in position to go ahead and pick up his first of the season.
the pace lights are also off, so looks like we're going to go green here with 3 to go.
2 to go.
Numbers.
Yeah. I lost track.
Yeah, you're right, 2 to go. They went from 47 to 40 down the line. Whoops. Under 5.
Yeah. Late race. Whatever. Alright. Hold your breath. Hopefully we'll make it all the way to the white and get this race done with. Because this has been a long one, unfortunately. But here we go as we head.
I would not dare anybody to hold their breath under the entirety of the caution because you'd probably die if you did that.
Yeah, jeez. Please don't do that.
Kids, don't try this at home. As they race at home, but...
Alright. iSCAR sets its sights on pit road, hopefully for the last time this evening. At number 77, Keaton Jones will hit the throttle as soon as this iSCAR slides itself on in. Field bunches up. Green, green, green.
It's Keaton Jones with a good launch. Hopefully, for him, it stays caution-free because that might be a race-winning right there.
Right, and they're still side by side for second. Allows Keaton to pull away just a slight.
All right, man.
And a caution comes out.
There's the caution. Stay green for about 27 seconds, something like that.
So we'll work on green, white, checkered number 2.
Or number 1, I think. I believe this is green, white, checkered 1 that we're going to be on.
Oh yeah, green, white, checkered 1 because
I think that was a regulation restart.
Yeah. Right, right. Looks of it, they were 4 wide into 1, and unfortunately, I think Olsen didn't get the cue, or it was a car on the inside of Ramos who didn't get the cue. They were 4 wide, and unfortunately, Derek M. Smith, nowhere to go, gets drilled by the 05 coming across the racetrack. That'll now leave.
All too common tonight.
Yep.
I would like to challenge all of you to come up with a list of cars that do not have any damage from this race.
I'm really curious on how many X's everybody has, but oh boy.
There's probably been a couple of disqualifications at some point, if I had to guess, but I'm not sure who that would have been. But I'm sure there's been some.
Yeah, by the looks of it, I see one person with 24X, and if he reached 22X, that'll be a disqualification. And the person who got disqualified would be the 38, Mitch Hobbs. Got disqualified 21 laps ago. He's sitting with 24X, unfortunately. So.
And even more unfortunately, is a couple of those X's were picked up on the initial pace lap too, which put him with damage on pit road. So Mitch Hobbs was kind of done for from the start, unfortunately. So not a good night for him, but. As I've tried about 7 more times from the booth, but the green flag run still does not have a copy.
That means Jones will have to try again to get a good restart on Webster. Try to pull away yet again, but
Is there any advice you can give Keaton? Do what you did the last restart.
right. Scroll through everybody on the lead lap very quickly. Keaton Jones started 18th, now up in first. Dominic Howell in second place. Cody Webster in third. Harry Grindle in fourth place. Jonathan Hernandez in fifth. Kilo Hankins sitting in sixth place with probably the blurriest car I've ever seen on iRacing. Austin Johnson in seventh place. Aaron Brown 8th place. Ibrahim Dajani, 9th place. Jim Courtney.
Solid run for him tonight, especially after what happened to him at Daytona.
Yeah, definitely. Jim Courtney sitting in 10th. Paul Granata in 11th. Sean McDonald in 12th. Zach Corbett, 13th place. Eric Keeter in 14th place. Garrett Hess, another anime car, 15th place. 21 Liam Sheen. Arca-based car. 16th place. Ryan Kendrick.
It went to the Wayne Peterson School of Arcomobile.
Yeah, patch it up. After that, run it. Ryan Kendrick, 17th place. Noah Allison, 18th. Derek M. Smith, 19th place. Nick Olson, 20th place. And getting the wave around, now on pit road. I think it was, no, it wasn't. Marshall Ryder, 21st place as of right now. Eric Stemp, sitting on pit road as of right now. So yeah, that's everybody on the lead lap.
It's come to the point where you might as well just start putting bear bond on the driver's suits.
Yeah. Everybody's broken in
Find
some
any
way.
place on the car not already covered in bear bond and just slap it on.
Everybody's broken in some way. Oh boy. Pretty sure everybody out here on track wants to get out of in and out. Pace car lights are off. Getting set for green light trigger to attempt 1 out of 3. Keaton Jones down to Cal, gonna be rounding out this front row. Keaton is probably in the best place to win this race because obviously as the leader, you get to hit the throttle anytime, anywhere. Walmart. But he has a big space of where the pace car enters on the pit road.
With the amount of time tonight that the lights on the pace car have been on, you gotta wonder how many caution laps it takes to change a light.
5.
I'd say a lot more than 5. We've had, I don't know, like 32?
You're close. 30 caution laps.
Oh, like 20 too many, I guess, but
Yeah.
I guess it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this is the last one of the night, but we'll have about 20 or so seconds to figure that out.
Alright. One last cough, so as we get ourselves up here for this green flag, Keaton Jones, Dominic Howe gonna be rounding out this one all the way to green. Pace car slides itself on the pit road. Keaton hits the throttle. Green, green, green. Webster gets a nice restart, but
oh, and a
enough.
big block by Howe. Oh, and they make contact a little bit there.
That was a great block by Howe to shut the door.
3 wide to turn 1. Liam Sheen with a big run on the outside.
He's flicking in and out. And that run's not going to go anywhere as he worked down the back straightaway.
Harry Grindel's looking to pass Webster now. Having a quietly good night. He's going to try to crack the podium here into 3. Chloe Hankins, Jonathan Hernandez right behind those two, trying to gain some more spots.
Oh, into the wall goes Sheen. Will that bring a caution out? No, it won't. Ibrahim goes around. White flag. Caution.
Caution's out. We did not make it. The caution has come out again.
Well, they're still
we were
wrecking.
that close. But oh so far.
Oh, well, yeah.
And Ibrahim's, Johnny's impressive top 10 has taken a turn for the worse here.
Oh, of course, we had a... That's unfortunate. First car to get in trouble was Liam Sheen in the 21. You'll see again. As got a nice restart, but unfortunately Sheen got tight, hit the wall, car rode up, corrected back into Ibrahim. Ibrahim goes around. Luckily, that car, everybody right behind went to avoid, but you know.
Yeah, nowhere for the 14 to go. Unfortunately.
Right, and these cars went flying and flipping down towards the grass as Ibrahim in the 14 got spun back onto the racing surface. I think that's the 65 of Kendrick.
Yeah, Zach Corbett temporarily became iSCAR's resident lawnmower as he slid down the entire front stretch. And eventually hit the wall going into turn 1.
That's the craziest flip I've ever seen on iRacing, but that's 65. Nonsense. Oh boy. Looking like a hosted race.
Well, technically this is a hosted race, I guess, but...
I mean, yeah.
There be crazy stuff.
Yep. Alright, so Jones is gonna have to try again. He can only do so much until those people right behind are gonna find a way to time that restart. He can cross the start-finish line, and he's still. I'm pretty sure that 77 made it across the start-finish line. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I guess iRacing thinks otherwise. Regardless, he was close.
Yeah.
But close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yep.
You picked a fine time to leave me, green flag run.
Still hasn't answered. Probably pairs along with USA. No, it doesn't. USA was way worse.
Well, could be a new worse for Michigan. I'm sure.
Yeah. This is
Michigan's not necessarily a track I would have thought of as being a caution-filled one, but...
Right. Lots of space to run around. But, I mean, drivers have their own agendas, as Keaton Jones is actually saving fuel, maybe. Yeah,
I think that might be what he's doing here.
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh boy. So Jones
As the 30 of Dominic Howe joins him on the apron for a quick moment.
We got
they
people
both
close.
in trouble here for fuel.
We got a lot of people who are close.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Take a.
This
We'll
would really change some stuff up if this ends up being a fuel mileage race now on the second green.
But I mean, we also got another green white checkered as well.
The pace lights are also off, so hopefully we don't need the third one. But
yeah, but I mean, the person who has the best situation on fuel has to be that number the 45. Oh my gosh! Keaton just blinked out and Hernandez nearly ran into him, but the 45 was Webster.
Close.
Yeah.
What Webster's got going for him is, despite his pit road miscue earlier, that means he did pit more recently than other people in the field.
Or he pitted 2 laps prior than what Keaton did. So I think Webster, just a couple bits more fuel, couple pints, or I mean, couple drops of more fuel than Keaton. So I think Webster is in position to win this, but don't count anybody out yet.
Don't count Harry Grindle out in 4th either.
Yeah, but he's on the same strategy as these top 2, Keaton and Dominic. These top 2 are on the same page as well. They pitted 26 laps ago. Hernandez is even on a worse one. He pitted 27 laps ago. Either way, it all comes down to this. Green white checkered attempt number 2. Keaton Jones trying to survive.
Will you get spun first, or will you run out of gas first? Find out in about 5 seconds.
iSCAR slides us off on a pit road. Green, green, green.
Big start for Keaton Jones. Hopefully, he has enough gas to make that move a race win.
Pulls himself ahead.
So you have an orange car blinking a little bit. I believe that's the 72.
Kilo Hankins as he heads himself through 1 and 2. Webster washes up the racetrack, nearly got into Dominic as he head down the back straightaway. Oh, and all 5 gets turned.
Oh my goodness.
Does not bring the caution out though. He's off track.
Nope. It's another slow car. I think Liam Sheen, the 21, may have also been involved in that. Oh, and he's in the grass, Liam Sheen. And he keeps it going.
White flag. So
we made it. We finally made it.
1 more lap to go, and it's going to come down to these 2 people. Grindle works himself into the top 3.
Dominic's there. Let's see which one they take down the backstretch and see if he can set himself up here for a pass.
Yeah, he has to dive bomb the corner and hope it sticks. Dominic peeks himself to the inside.
Blocks. Here he goes.
Oh.
He's going to try. He's there.
There.
Whoa, can he do it?
No.
Not quite. Looks like Keaton Jones will take the win here in the Irish Hills of Michigan International Speedway.
Wow.
Good win for Keaton Jones.
That was close. That was closer than I thought. Dominic tried. He tried to go to the inside, but Keaton, a great maneuver to shut the door on him in 3. And he's going to pick up his first. Congratulations, Keaton Jones.
As Cody Webster rounds out your top 3, strong run for him today. That was slightly sidetracked by his pit road spin earlier. Harry Grindle, a really impressive 4th place run. And rounding out your top 5 will be the 88 of Jonathan Hernandez. Solid run for him today as well.
Nice. Dominic tried. Couldn't do it. He's actually getting a push from Webster. Heads himself to the grass and around that 77 goes. Gonna burn it down here on the front straightaway. Keaton Jones, your winner here in the Michigan 100 for the iSCAR Bronze Series, round number 2. Obviously here at Michigan International Speedway. The order is going to be shown on your screen. Keaton Jones, Dominic Howell, Cody Webster, Harry Grindle with a nice run. Jonathan Hernandez, Kilo Hankins, Austin Johnson, Paul Granata, Jim Courtney, Sean McDonald, rounding out the top 10. 11th through 20th, Noah Allison, Garrett Hess, Ryan Kendrick, Ibrahim Dajani, Zach Corbett, Joey Burgee, Eric Stamp, Derek M. Smith, Eric Keeter, Aaron Brown, Liam Sheen, Nick Olson, Marshall Ryder, Andrew Ramos, Hunter Johnson, Jackson Menchu, Dylan Schwallenberg, Andy McDowell, Jick Sylvia, Chris Nozowski, Nick Miller, not Oscar Jensen, but Connor Brandon, then Oscar, Aaron Mulrooney, Mitch Hobbs, Bruce Rivers, Malachi Drake, Glenn Bundren, Ryan Kwan, Vincent Laro. And the rest of the order going to be shown on your screen. AJ Bain, Corey H. Hart, and Alex Strudinger.
Yeah, Connor Brennan, unfortunately, our pole sitter today, ended 32nd after being involved in that big incident off of turn 2. Looked like he had the strongest car in the field today, but unfortunately, the results did not show that. Right.
We'll be back in just a moment, interviewing the top 3, Keaton Jones, Dominic Howell, and Cody Webster. We'll be right back right after this. Stay yourself tuned. More to come. Yeah, probably. All right, 3, 2, 1, and we're back here live finally at Michigan International Speedway, riding off the Michigan 100 here for the iSCAR Bronze Series. Going to drag in the top 3 here for tonight. Keaton Jones, your winner, into the booth. And Keaton, oh my gosh, man, you had to wait a bit, but finally, you're a bit close there on Phil. I heard you ran out crossing the wire there at the start-finish line. How was the car out there, man?
Car was good. We didn't qualify good. We had a really shoddy qualifying lap, and so we just kind of had to work it the hard way and make up positions on track. And we eventually got up there. FYI, this is actually my first race on the new tire model, and I actually like it. So, but we eventually got up there. I think we weren't exactly the most dominant car out there today. There was a few other better cars, but just by luck of them wrecking out, we were able to get up there. And obviously, with whatever happened to Hunter off turn 2 there, that really helped us. But no, that fuel situation was really scary. I knew we could do 2 green-white checkers, which was pushing it. So I got to thank my crew chief, Ruben Caceres, for helping me fuel save there at the end. If I didn't have him, I think we would have ran out under caution. So, all in all, really good race. Nice to get SDM a win this season. And yeah.
Right, man. And Jones, obviously, caution's plaguing the whole entire race, man. Was fuel on your mind there, working towards those final 20 laps?
Not really. I mean, at the moment when I initially pitted, I'm like, I should be able to make it to the end. But once we started, getting a lot of these cautions and not saving, that didn't help me. But we didn't start saving to those last few cautions, and then it was getting really close because I don't know what happened on that first caution there because we crossed the line. And I don't know what iRacing did. Apparently, it didn't register that I crossed the line, and so it threw another green-white checkered. So obviously that didn't help matters any, but it was tight. Obviously, we couldn't do a burnout, so that kind of sucked. But all that matters will be brung home a win for SDM.
Yeah, man, 10-4, you're first here for the season. Congratulations, man. Any sponsor to thank for tonight's race?
Corey Hart's Media, obviously SDM. We weren't running the main car tonight, so all the sponsors that would normally be associated with SDM, all my team guys, Andrew Ramos for spotting me, and Ruben for crew chief, and you for broadcasting.
All right, man, 10-4. Keaton Jones going to round himself out up top here on the leaderboard. Congratulations, man. Can't wait to see you coming next week.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Dewey's going to take this next interview. I'll go ahead and drag him into the booth. Dominic Howe finishing in second.
What's up, Dominic? So, good job finishing second tonight. You think if you had a couple more laps, you could have gotten by Keaton?
If I wasn't so hesitant, I could have gotten by Keaton. I was right off his bumper out of 4, and I didn't hit him, and I stayed off him, and getting off the gas to not hit him is what let him drag me to the line. But if I had 3, maybe 4 laps, I'm pretty sure I could have gotten by him clean, but I wasn't going to let myself spin him out for the win.
So Keaton said he ran out of gas crossing the line to win. Were you that close on fuel too, or do you think you had a little bit more than?
I had a little bit more than him, but not much. I crossed the line with some 0.7 gallons in the tank, and I probably should have fuel saved more because if we got a third green-white checker, I was just going to run out.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the people going on the apron to save fuel at the end there. Any sponsors you want to thank for tonight?
Nope, no team, no sponsors, but P2 run's pretty good.
For an independent, I would say so. Dominic Howe, thanks for joining us.
Yep, thank you.
Dominic Howe in second place. We're going to slide ourselves back one more position to Cody Webster into number 45. Webster, you got a copy?
Yes, I got you.
Webster, one of those restarts, you really jumped it, and you pulled forward all the way into that top 5, man. Great restart, man. But I don't know if you got a black. Well, you definitely did get a black flag. You're sitting in third place. But before we dive into that, what happened off of pit road, man?
I don't even know because I trying to get in front of Connor, and well, obviously that didn't work out, and I was trying to stay ahead of Keaton, and I was like, okay, we're good, and I guessed it like an idiot and spun and nosed it into the wall, and then I just pitted to repair the damage. It was only 26 seconds of repairs, but it hurt me at the end. I just didn't have the straightaway speed they had. I had fresher tires, but just not enough speed, so I was just trying to hold on to third best I can.
Right, man, and you pitted a couple laps prior than when Keaton and Dominic pit, so your fuel strategy was a bit, was, I guess, more valuable toward the end, but if you had that third green light checkered, if there was, would you have made it or not?
Actually, no. Keaton ran out off of, it was weird because I had more fuel than him, but I must have burned a little more at some point, or they must have did a better job saving, because I ran out coming out of 3 on the cooldown lap, so probably the top 3 would have been out of fuel, probably top 4 if we had another one. That's why when they said they were wrecking, I was like, come on, let's just get to this white flag, because I don't think I can make another one.
Right, and the white flag displayed, and finally, well, it was a bit weird. The first green light checkered, it didn't go as planned, but luckily that white flag waved, and you made it. You salvaged a third place finish here tonight, man. Congratulations on your third place finish. Any sponsor you want to thank for tonight?
Yeah, Wonder Bread, Ricky Bobby, he hopped in the car this week. He took over controls. Obviously, you can see he spun off a pit road, and he did that nice restart jump that no black flag possible. Don't know how I managed to do that. No, but honestly, just my team, Miller Motorsports, and then affiliate team, Webster Motorsports, them all just great group of guys helping each other out, try to get better. We actually practiced at this track, so it definitely helped us a little bit. And you guys broadcasting it and putting this on for us. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, man. 10-4. Cody Webster going to round himself out in third. Can we talk you coming next week?
Yep, you got it.
That was Cody Webster in number 45. And I think that'll be all here for tonight. Any last second comments you'd like to say here for tonight, Dewey?
Well, I don't know when I'll be able to renew my iRacing next, but I had a blast tonight, and I hope if I can renew it again, I can commentate more of these, because that was a lot of fun despite the caution. So,
right,
thanks
man.
for having me on.
Yep, man, 10-4. Congratulations, Keaton Jones, your winner here for tonight for the Michigan 100. Until next time, my name is Ezeckiel Reyes.
And I'm Dewey Schramm.
We're rounding ourselves out here for the iSCAR Browning Series. Peace out. We'll see you next week.